on, guys? Welcome to another Game Time video. Today we got Jake back in town.
I'm back, baby.
Oh yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm burnt from head to toe.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not that nice.
Crispy?
It feels like it.
Just
put a fork in me, I'm done.
Done with not being on Game Time?
Yeah. I'm back. Yeah. Damn it. They got me back. I guess I needed a job.
So, Brawley, today what we were going to do is,
you just said Brawley. I was like, wait, what's going on?
Well, I gotta talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And, fuck you, bro. I'll talk Shinra. But,
Kakarot?
Kakarot. No. We've been talking a lot about the what if videos. You know, we've hinted at it in the last couple videos. We've been talking about it. So today we just kind of wanted to make a video going down a couple of the ideas that we have going through our head. We don't have them all worked out. We don't have all the kinks worked out in all of them. And we want to really prepare these for you guys to where it's as solid as we can get it. And we really want to think these through so we're not half-assing anything. But today we're going to kind of give a few little overviews of just some of the what-ifs that we're thinking of.
Right, this is going to be just a casual conversation about what-ifs that we were thinking of.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to brainstorm on the fly, too. So It's going to be, you're going to be listening to us try to think about some of the scenarios that we got.
So it's kind of like you guys are coming along with us on our journey.
Yeah, and then after we have the solid timeline from where it begins to now, then we'll go ahead and put out, 1-2-part video on each of them, going into detail on it. But today, the first what if I wanted to talk about is something I just really thought of maybe about 30 minutes ago, man.
Yeah.
We just got back from having some drinks at the bar, just kind of sat down, and I've watched a lot of what if videos, and it's really hard to not do the same thing twice. But one thing that I was thinking of is a character that everyone seems to really like, even though you don't really see that much of him, especially in canon.
Yeah.
Is Bardock, man.
Yeah, I think that Bardock is a very interesting character in the series, and like you said, he's not really introduced to us in canon. He's introduced to us in a Bardock special, and you see like him fighting against Frieza, kind of starting a rebellion against Frieza before the end, and you like that is insane to me. Like you're facing the odds, like the odds stacked against you are so immense, and you still are willing to go out there and fight. It was so cool. It was a good special, but yeah, it wasn't created by Toriyama himself. He didn't really design the character or create the character, but it was such a good character that it made it back into canon with Dragon Ball Super. Spoilers.
Yeah. Spoilers. Which we are going to do a review on the Broly movie here coming up soon.
Right.
We're going to get a couple buddies together, have a few beers, have a few shots, sit down, watch the movie, and kind of record a reaction to it. Me and Jake, we seen it already, and Danny actually went with us too.
Danny did go see us. He also saw us there.
Yeah.
And maybe watched the movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
he was in the theater.
And that was actually an interesting story of trying to get to the movie. So.
Oh, that was fun. We got to talk about that in the review. That was fun.
Yeah. Unexpected night that really took us across state lines.
Gosh, yeah, that was fun, dude. That was a blast. I'm not even lying, too. Like, I don't want to spoil too much about that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts on the movie, and then spoil it anyways. But but this is just too good. But anyways, what are you gonna do with Bardock?
So Bardock. One thing is I'm really trying to figure out where I would want to bring him back in. One of the things that really jumps off the page for me is during the 7 years of peace after the Cell Saga, Goku is really out of the picture. He doesn't want to be wished back. He wants to train. And during this time, there's really not much happening, man. It's just kind of all fucking filler until Boo comes.
Right.
So during this time, we're not really introduced to anyone spectacular or anyone of much importance.
Saiyaman.
Oh, fuck. Don't even want to talk about that. But what I see is Gohan is really kind of wanting a father figure. He has Chi-Chi and he has everyone around him, but he doesn't have his dad. And I feel like that's something that might really get to him.
Right.
and him thinking, he figures that Goku must have had a dad. You know,
right.
he's a Saiyan. He knows that he got sent here by his ship.
Right.
He knows that he must have a dad somewhere, and so he might collect the Dragon Balls and ask Shenron, you know, can I want my grandfather here. I want my grandfather to be wished back to life and teleported to me.
Right. And I think that you also said that he might just say grandfather at the beginning, thinking of Gohan, like the original Gohan, and it accidentally brings back Bardock, not thinking of it. The dragon was thinking biological.
Exactly.
So it could have been something like that, but I could see him saying, you know, Gohan left from old age, and he won't be able to wish him back anyways with the Dragon Balls, because if you die of natural causes, you can't be wished back. So you might.
Gohan got killed by Goku.
Wow, that's true. He didn't die of old age. No, you're right. Okay, yeah, no, that'd still work. All right, like we said, we're still brainstorming. I'm kind of focused on the guy flying around.
Just doing some figure eights, man. But
nobody better mess up. I'll kill you. No, yeah.
What more I was thinking is him, because I'm sure that Goku has told Gohan stories of what he would call his father, Grandpa Gohan.
Yeah.
And you know, in Gohan's head, that might be who he thinks he's wishing back.
Right.
But when he says, you know, my dad's father or my grandpa, technically, Bardock is his grandpa.
Right.
By blood.
Biological, yeah.
And that, I could see Shenron bringing him back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And his other grandfather is still alive. The Ox King is still alive, so he wouldn't be there wouldn't be anything else but to wish back Bardock.
Yeah. So, without getting into too many details,
right.
I mean, a brief overview, I think, of that would be, I think that he would be very shocked when he first come back.
Yeah. I think what you could expect is a lot of, you know, Gohan's character would change, Bardock's character would change, and really the whole story in general would just turn into a completely different story. That's what, like, just thinking about it, I can go through my head and count down how many, like, what would change here and what would change there. So I really like this idea, and I want to embroad this in its own separate video.
Oh yeah.
So
we're going to go into
we'll get back
detail
to that. But an idea that I had, a what if that I had, and I think that you had, well, that you enjoyed, was the what if Brawly landed on Earth.
Yes.
So basically, my idea was.
And this is from the new Brawly movie.
Yes, the new Brawly movie, not the Screaming Kakarot, because if that was the thing, then I think we'd all be dead. If our names were Kakarot, we'd be fucked. But I really like this, and I've seen this covered a lot, but it was done in a way where Goku was not sent to Earth. So I really did not like that. Like, I didn't understand you changed two things in a what if, and I really... For me, my mind kind of works in you only change one thing in a what if.
I mean, and that's just in science in general.
Right, exactly. I was thinking
if you're doing an experiment and you're changing something, you can only do one variable.
Yeah.
Because if you have two variables, you don't know which one caused the change.
Exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking too. And I really, like, sending Brawly to Earth changed the story in such a interesting way. Like, there's so many different things, and to me, I honestly, looking at all the changes, I already written down like a lot of the changes that would have occurred. It turned into almost a completely different story, and a lot of the background characters, the foreground characters, came out and actually shined through, just because they were immensely more powerful, because Brawly and Goku were immensely more powerful.
Oh yeah.
So I would really love to cover that on this channel, but I don't want to spoil any more. So do you have any other ideas on what ifs?
I have a couple that I was thinking of, and these aren't as thought out as I have with the what if Brawly was wished back.
Right.
Kind of one going along with that, I was thinking of what if Bardock didn't die at the hands of Frieza?
Yeah.
Because there were Saiyans that weren't on the planet.
Yeah.
And he knew something hey, I'm getting hit on again. Cool looking Saiyans I used to drink won't transform from
nice.
I'm in a committed relationship.
I'm in a committed relationship.
But
Yeah.
he had the feeling that something was going on.
Right.
And when he sent the pod out with Kakarot to Earth, what if, when he sent that, him and what was Goku's mom's name?
Gen or Gen or I think it was Gen.
Genny or something.
Genna. It's something like that.
And Mama Kakarot.
Mama Kakarot. Mama Kakarot.
You could even take her out because that would be another variable. But what if Bardock?
That's the difference, though. The difference here is you're saying Kakarot, Bardock would sense that there's danger coming, and instead of just sending his son, he would leave.
Yes.
I also think that just like he saved his son, he would save. If he's leaving, he's going to take everybody with him. Whoever he cares about with him. He didn't care about anybody but those two.
Not even Raditz.
He didn't. Raditz was on a different planet, though, so I think if he was there, he would have saved him.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying, though. It's not. Again, doesn't really matter all that much if she comes along with them training wise. You know what I mean? Maybe motherhood wise, it'd be different. They might have the S genes might stand out a little bit more because they care a bit more. So, but go on.
So, I'm thinking if he comes back, it's hard to say what would happen because my initial thought on it was, well, he would just take over the world because that's what he does. He knows it's a low-level planet, and I'm not even sure that they would go to Earth because the only reason he sent Kakarot there is because he knew it was safe.
Right.
So if he was leaving with them, he might choose a different planet to go to.
Right.
Maybe even somewhere like Namek or something like that.
Yeah, he might.
But say he does go to Earth. That's the only thing that changes is that Bardock goes with him.
Right.
I don't think Goku hits his head.
Yeah, no.
So,
but I also think
personality change.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's you're looking at a completely different Saiyan at that point.
Yeah.
You're looking at a completely different Saiyan and a new Saiyan on Earth. I don't see them actually taking down the planet, and the reason I say that is because, like you said, they're trying to hide from Frieza. They know that he's out there, and they sent Goku to Earth as like their last hope, for their species. And I think that they would try to grow there. Gin and Bardock would probably try to grow there. Bardock is not going to be a very nice guy. Think of like Piccolo when he was training Gohan.
Yeah.
He was like throwing Gohan at rocks, like giant mountains, trying to get his power to show. I think it'd be a lot like that if anybody tried to, like if King Piccolo tried to take on Bardock would most likely just eliminate him. Yeah. Immediately. Honestly, if Piccolo was like killing fighters all around the world, Piccolo would die.
Now, do you think that Bardock was a high enough level to take on Piccolo?
I think that you said something like in between Raditz and Nappa when the Saiyan Saga was happening. I think that's probably a good estimate of
because I don't think he's as weak as Raditz, but I'm pretty confident he's not stronger than Nappa.
Yeah, I think that Nappa they were high level Saiyans, Nappa and Vegeta.
Yeah, and Bardock is a low class level.
Right.
Warrior.
He was still low class, but I think as far as I remember, Raditz was also low class. So I think that he was more closer to his range. Which, if he was, it took Goku and Piccolo to take down Raditz, and it took Goku taking the special beam cannon to the chest.
Yes.
So, that would be... He would be able to, take on and basically bully Piccolo immediately, especially old Piccolo. Even if he got into his prime, it wouldn't matter. Which, in the original, he was wished to his prime.
Yes. Did you have another what if that you were thinking of?
I'm trying to think. I have so many of them.
Yeah.
But I'm struggling coming out with some. But this is just a brief overview. We will come up with way more what ifs, and like one of them. What if Gohan was sent back in time instead of Trunks? That would be interesting. What if? what if? Oh, here's one. What if Gohan was turned into a Super Saiyan instead of Goku on planet Nappa? Or planet Namek. Gosh.
So there's one. I watched this guy do a series of videos on this, and I love where he went with it. But my vision of it was completely different than what he was thinking.
Oh yeah. What's the what if?
So his what if is, what if Krillin became a Saiyan? What if at the beginning of Z?
Yeah.
Not sure where I would put it in the timeline, but Krillin sees that he's kind of at his max.
Yeah.
At this point in the story, he knows that Goku's a Saiyan, and he knows that Goku's power can far surpass a human's.
I'd say probably when Nappa shows up, and after they defeat Nappa, he'd probably get the wish. And
he can get the Dragon Balls, and all he has Shenron is, I want to be a Saiyan.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a human.
Right.
And how that would change. That would put Krillin as, he could train a lot more, because he does all the training. He has all the training that Goku does.
Yeah, he's a very underrated character because, you got to think, he's a very brave person to put himself through so much and to get so little, but he keeps on going.
But he just has a limit.
Yeah.
That he can't physically surpass.
Right. It's not necessarily like a limit like he can't get stronger. It's more like a limit to where his body can't grow as fast as Goku or Vegeta. So he's always, and even Gohan, he's always one step or several steps below them in every part of the story. And I think it sucks because really all the humans are like that.
Yeah.
But in this case, you'd be taking a human character and making him a Saiyan, but he's still got the heart of a human.
Exactly.
So
what makes a great Saiyan?
It's the S cells. It's the emotion cells. It's like
And Krillin is a very emotional character.
Right, he is.
And that's what I think that the series that I watched kind of missed out on. They always had Krillin as steps behind because he was so far behind from the power level difference.
Right.
But my thought on it was, he has the heart of a warrior.
Yeah.
Of a very...
He likes to fight.
Yeah, but it's always heartfelt.
Yeah, it is.
And it's not pride.
Right. No.
And I think that using that, I think that he would be able to transform very easily into Super Saiyan with some training.
I think that he definitely wouldn't be the first person out there to transform. He doesn't, but after, and the reason I say that is because Goku understood his body, understood what was happening, and he focused all of his rage and pain on Frieza, and that's how he transformed. I don't think that Krillin he's not, I don't want to say he's not smart enough, but I really don't think he understands that about the Saiyans just yet. None of the Saiyans understood that, not even Vegeta. But I do think that after Goku unlocks Super Saiyan, it would not take long for Krillin to unlock Super Saiyan. Especially after dying a second time.
Well, then you gotta add Zenkai Boost.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times does Krillin die? Or get his ass whooped?
No, that's an interesting one. We would have to do that. I'd want to do that with a couple of the humans.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, not
Yamcha.
Not Yamcha.
Okay.
Okay, not Yamcha. Maybe Master Roshi, but he would need 2 wishes, one to make him young and to be a Saiyan. That's the only way he'd be useful.
Yeah.
No offense, Master Roshi Sensei.
What about Hercule?
Hercule is interesting, but I don't think he would be that character that doesn't get that strong.
Really? Because he probably wouldn't train.
He wouldn't. Well, he would train, but he definitely doesn't have the emotions behind anything he does. He's very self-centered. I could see Tien. Tien would be a very interesting character. He would be a very interesting because he's very emotional. And
I think that he's very, very underused and underrated, especially in Superman.
Yes.
I mean, he doesn't get any recognition.
No, dude. I think, didn't he knock out somebody and then while knocking himself out? Like, that was his only contribution. It was somebody so weak that Goku or Vegeta could have easily just one-shot him.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem with Super, was, like, they said, oh, well, Master Roshi's here because of the Mystics, and then everybody else is here because they can fight really good. And then you had half the characters, like, blowing themselves out trying to knock out one person when there's, like, 700 of them. Yeah. It's like, you guys really did not know what to do here.
Yeah.
Could have been like a teamwork kind of strategy, but it was more of a self-sacrificing with most of these. But yeah, that's besides the point. All right, I think that, like we said, we'll definitely do broader videos on each of these topics, or at least try to get most of these topics covered here soon. If you guys have any feedback, please let us know. Me and Tyler are more than willing to hear out, you know, if we say something wrong in one of our videos or something like that. Obviously, you know, it's been a while since I've actually sat down and seen Dragon Ball Z, and I had to skip a lot of Dragon Ball Super just because, to me, this could be different for you guys, but to me, it was hard to watch. There's a lot of amazing moments, but it was followed up by a lot of, to me, filler moments.
Yeah.
To me, it was not really interesting moments.
Yeah, just kind of something, because it was put out weekly, and they needed to have episodes. I mean, they had to fill time.
Yeah, they did.
And that's really...
It was boring. Yeah, it was very... Waiting for a good episode to come around was just...
something they could have done in 2 to 3 episodes, they dragged about 10 to 12.
Exactly. So, and we'll cover that too. I think we want to do a review of Super.
Yeah.
But, anyways, this has been Jake and Tyler at Game Time talking about Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah. And there's many, many more to come. You know, please just leave a comment down below. Leave a like, show us your support. Definitely hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out more than you could ever imagine. If you want to just hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything is at Unruly Culture CO, at UNRULYCULTURECO, and that's for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Leave a like, shoot us a message, comment on one of our pictures. Just really let us know what you think. If you think we got good ideas, if you think that our ideas are shit and we should just scrap it all, hope keep it to yourself. But yeah, just please, if you guys have any ideas that you want to hear what we think might happen, please just let us know, and we're definitely gonna get around to it, man. I mean, Jake's back in town. We got everybody here. We're gonna try to start doing videos, a lot more videos a week.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get to the point where we're uploading daily, but until then it's going to be at least 5 times a week, I'd say, around there, between Game Time, the Unruly Podcast, and all that. So you can expect to see a lot more. And depending on the feedback is kind of what we're going to do first. We're kind of seeing what you guys want right now. But Dragon Ball is definitely something that we're very interested in, and I know hopefully this week, maybe next week, we're going to be watching the Broly movie. Do a review on the Broly movie. I would like to talk sometime about, you know, what if GT didn't suck ass?
Yeah. What if? I wish.
What if GT was canon?
Oh, man.
How would that have changed shit?
I definitely would not like Super as much. Unless it retconned everything in it.
Yeah.
No, this was fun. I can't wait to get started on this.
Oh, yeah, man. What do you think, Boo?
Boo like cookies.
Boo can suck these nuts.
Boo like nuts.
Yeah. Coming back.
Come back.
Right,
get on your knees. We'll see you guys later.
Alright. Have a good day, guys. Yeet.
Yeet.